How's it going, everybody? Lancecure here for this final walkthrough of Tomb of the Golems. We are down to 2 more golems before we reach the final boss in here. Literally, after trying to go through this, I seriously had so much of a hard time just trying to get through it again. Like, literally, once you get 3 stars the first time, it's kind of hard to do it the second time or the third time. But, thankfully, I got it. So right now we are going to go to the Griffin. And the Griffin is semi-hard. I don't know how to rank it, but it's semi-hard. Literally, you'll be using 360 view for this match. So this boss is a little bit difficult in aspects of how to aim. You have 2 of his minions that literally goes around the room, so you're literally looking around. Once they charge at you, you take the shot, which puts him in the hold. And then all you do is lunge it towards the Griffin in order to proceed on to the next round. When he drops his shield protects him from getting hit, of course, but likely during the time it charges up, so you literally have to be quick and precise when aiming. Now, may I mind you, there is a red shield. The red shield is something you want to avoid. Do not, I repeat, do not hit the red shield. If you hit the red shield, it will double the charge, meaning it will process faster to at least get you the hit. And if you do get hit, of course, you lose your 4 hearts, and you need all 4 hearts in order to proceed on with 3 stars. But the process of this is not as difficult, but you have to be at least fast enough to grab their little minion, throw it at him, and be able to at least take down a shield or 2 so you have an open shot to take down the hit points. Another thing is, if you hold onto it too long, they actually break free and then try to attack you. There's really no trick to this. It's just you have to be very fast in catching them, being able to hit the hit points without hitting the red shield, because hit the red shield, that's literally it. You will get attacked. I am going to tell you right now that the final golem in this will probably be your most frustrating one compared to any other golem. I thought this griffin was hard, but this one was annoying. I had to figure out so many tricks to take this down that I probably tried this like maybe, I don't know, 20 times. I don't know how I did it the first time. It was probably luck. But this may help you if you are trying as hard as I did to get 3 stars on this. His first steps is very easy. He just lunges 2 blocks. Very simple. And then afterwards he shoots his right arm out as it circles around the room. But in the process of circling around the room, it shoots out 2 more blocks. And then afterwards you just shoot down the rest of the hit points on his glove, which sends it flying back. So in this process there are 6 stages. He's going to shoot 2 blocks, 3 blocks, another 3, 4, then back to 3, and then 4 for the last one. Now, it doesn't matter which direction he goes. He can go left, he can go right. It does not matter. The pattern still stays the same. The hit points are the same. He just moves in certain directions randomly every time you repeat this. The one trouble that I've had on this was hitting the hit points on the arm as it flies around, especially the one in front. Shooting the one in front first would probably give you a better chance to actually shoot the other hit points afterwards, because you still have to juggle between him shooting out rocks at you versus you trying to shoot out the other hit points of the arms flying around the room. With that said, that's literally all you have to do. But I am just telling you ahead of time, you will have a little bit of a hissy fit with this one, like I did. Now, I will suggest this. If you get hit once by his flying arm, then literally you can use a heart life from your pet. He will hold it up for you just in case you get hit and all that stuff. As long as you have 4 hearts, you can still get a 3-star. Whether you get hit by it once, you can still recover it. So you will see that in the video that I took the hit because I couldn't aim for that last hit point. And then as long as my pet had an extra life for me, I took it. It gave me 4. And then I was able to hit it the second time and still was able to get 3 stars. Once she states about the last stand with this golem, that gives you at least a heads up that you're close to the end. So after these 3 block throws, there's going to be a 4th one, and then you're done. If you was able to get all 3 stars from this walkthrough, I am happy to have helped. And I'm telling you now that the final boss wasn't as hard as the last 2 golems. But it was still interesting in the field because you are in a VR experience and literally your senses are focused more on your hearing and sight. So everything around you is blocked. So in that perspective, it gives it a little bit more of a challenge as a player, as a gamer, or just a person that's just trying to enjoy themselves in VR, a new challenge in gaming. Now, this final boss, out of this whole VR experience, this final boss is not as hard. Right now, you is not what it's targeting. It is the golem that has helped you. It is what it's targeting. So you are commanding the golem in this whole session. So, literally, you are only attacking and commanding the golem to hit certain spots. Those spots will not be visible until he strikes. Now, the timing is going to be a little bit hard for some, but the best way I saw was exactly the time he's about to swing down. If you do it too early, he will target the spot that you're going to, and then eventually he'll hit you. Once the arm is down, he moves to his next stage, and that's laser eyes. So this time you gotta kind of really pay attention on when he's gonna strike. So when he's in a crouching position, that's literally the time to move. Now there are 3 points that you have to hit. You have to hit the forehead, chin, and the back of his neck. So literally you have to get at a certain angle for him to actually swing from that direction in order to actually hit the one in the back. His third stage is not as hard, but the one thing you might have trouble is how he's positioning his hands. Now, he only blocks 2 spots, meaning you have to go to the next spot that's not being covered. Once then, you only have 2 hit points you have to hit, and that's mostly the wings. This last stage, the Death Scythe, literally is a one-hit KO. No matter what health you have, it's a one-hit KO. But also, one of the most easiest last hits you can ever do. You can't miss it. Now, as the dialogue is going and the credits will be rolling, I want to break down a little bit on VR right now. We are only at the beginning stage of VR. VR started last year, in 2015, and now this would be the year to really start up VR. With that said, us as consumers being able to afford stuff like this is going to be hard. Age range, you're looking around 12 and up. And likely PlayStation kind of stated that too, that at the ages 12 and up should be able to play VR. Anybody younger, I wouldn't recommend. I think it's because of the eyesights or something like that. With that said, there will be games that are going to be short. And nothing wrong with that because they want to at least experience and make sure us as consumers are comfortable with what we see and what we experience and all that. So with the Vive and the Oculus, the Gear, the PlayStation VR, and Google Cardboard, we're going to at least give a taste. But down the road, there will be variouses of stuff for us to explore down the road. If you enjoyed this VR walkthrough, give it a like, share it with others. If you want to see more of my contents, click the subscribe button.